Top 10 Weirdest Habits. Humans are unique beings. As unique as we all are from each other, there are also certain behaviors that some of us do that most of us find it weird. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Top 10 channel. Today, we are counting down our top picks for the top 10 weirdest habits. For this list, we are counting down our top picks for the weirdest habits that people do. Habits by definition are repetitive actions that most people do and can't avoid doing. For this list, we will be looking at people with different bizarre addiction, from smelling gasoline to eating their own feces. This is a list that will be both jaw-dropping and gut-wrenching at the same time. But before we proceed on our list, do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and ring the notification bell to get updates of our new uploads every week. Alright, if you're ready to know these weirdest habits, just sit back, relax, and check out our list. At number 10, smelling gasoline. For bookworms, nothing beats the smell of the pages of the books. The same also goes for newly photocopied paper. If you find these quite bizarre, what would you think about people who love to inhale gasoline? Well, we are not talking about people who love the smell of gasoline and just find pumping gas quite therapeutic, but we are looking at people who really buy gasoline and sniffs it just because. Inhaling the fumes that rise from gasoline leads to intoxication. Normally, people from low-income families in some countries sniff gasoline than just using drugs to get high. Why? Well, a small amount of gasoline can actually go a long way. Plus, other people sniff gasoline for a fast-acting high as it takes effect in a matter of minutes. Euphoria, disorientation, lack of coordination, a sense of numbness, and in some cases, hallucinations follow shortly after. Unfortunately, the health repercussions are serious and death among individuals who use gasoline as an inhalant is common. At number 9, cosmetic surgery. In pursuit of beauty, others have turned into cosmetic surgery. However, other people get addicted to body modifications just like when getting a tattoo or piercing. The procedure provides an addictive rush of endorphins and adrenaline as a result of the pain inherent to the modifications. An addiction to cosmetic surgery, which is typically performed using a variety of pain-numbing anesthetics, stems from body dysmorphic disorder, or BDD, which means an overwhelming sense of dissatisfaction with one's physical appearance. People who want to look at perfect results is undergoing endless procedures just to appease their dysmorphia. At number 8, tanning. While others have been obsessed with having fair skin, other people are also obsessed with getting a tan. It may have been unkindly labeled by tanorexia, but it has nothing to do about anorexia. Yet, more on tanning dependency. This may not be as serious to other addictions, but it shouldn't be taken lightly as it is a serious condition that is associated with mental health. Our body requires a healthy dose of vitamin D. That is why it is encouraged to get exposed to the sun for a few minutes on early mornings to avoid too much exposure to UV rays. But people who go to tanning salons daily and doing tanning multiple times in pursuit of unreasonable self-imposed ideas of beauty are increasing their chances of getting cancer. Serious tanning addicts like Trisha Paytas may be well aware that their habit is a problem but just can't stop. A 2005 study published in the Archives of Dermatology estimates that as many as 50% of regular beachgoers could be considered addicts. At number 7, hair pulling. Hair pulling is a classic imagery used to convey worry or stress. Trichotillomania is a medical terminology that is associated with hair pulling. It's a common compulsive habit that affects 11 million Americans that is not just limited to hair pulling from the head. Some pulls out hair from their eyebrows, arms, legs, armpits, or even pubic region. Although it is known as a subtler form of self-harm, hair pulling is from the same psychological need to exercise control. When one feels a lack of control over other aspects of their life, either in the professional or personal, hair plucking gives them a sense of control. Other people who have been diagnosed with trichotillomania ingest their own hair after pulling it out. Weird, right? At number 6, attending funerals. There is really nothing strange about attending funerals, whether it's held for a loved one, a member of a family, a friend's acquaintance, or whatnot. Attending a funeral is one way of showing your empathy towards the ones that are left. But when someone attends every funeral in his or her hometown, for example, to the point of quitting his or her job and feeling sick if he or she misses a funeral. Luis Esquerezi of Batotis, Brazil, attends every funeral in his hometown, becoming somewhat of a local celebrity. To others, he may just seem like someone who is extremely sympathetic and is community-oriented. Although he is not the only person who is suffering from such disorder, Esquerezi seems to be the most open about it. At number 5, drinking urine. You might have been grossed out by the urine drinking scene in Waterworld, but there are actually people who consume urine because they love the taste and believe that urine consumption has some sort of health benefits. There are actually records in history about urine consumption, and the reasons why people do it is mainly because of dietary regimens and beauty treatments. Although the controversial claims are not yet confirmed by experts, today, urophagia is a condition when someone consumes his or her own urine. Carrie of Colorado Springs opened up about how she consumes all the urine that passes through her body. She even loves the taste and says it's beneficial for her. There was also a record of a man who is not only addicted to his own urine, but also the urine of little boys. Pretty creepy, huh? At number 4, eating furniture. When you're up for a snack, you might want some sandwich, burger, or chips. But not for these people. They eat furniture. Yep, you heard it right. They eat non-food substance. This weird habit has been determined as a pica disorder. This disorder is where an individual feels compelled to eat inedible materials, just like foam, drywall, or sponges. Adele Edwards of Bradenton, Florida, actually buys second-hand furniture to feed her addiction, but first tests the foam inside to make sure it's the kind she likes. Vicky Cullen developed a taste for sponges and the foam found in her armchair during pregnancy and never stopped. At number 3, coffee enemas. A shot of espresso a day gives you energy all day. Well, that may not be the case for people on this list. Coffee is something that a person can be easily addicted to. As they say, a cup of coffee goes a long way. But did you know that there are people who don't drink coffee through their mouths, but through their anus? Gross? Sure is. But there are real people who prefer to ingest their coffee from the other end by inserting a lubricated hose into their anus and performing a coffee enema. Why? Because when taking the coffee in the form of an enema, the caffeine in coffee is absorbed directly into the bloodstream, providing a quick and powerful pick-me-up. Some people believe it has significant health benefits, although that position is controversial. Mike and Trina Elliott each gave themselves up to 100 coffee enemas per month. At number 2, drinking blood. Yes, there are people who consume blood, although this habit is not quite new to the Maasai people who drink animal blood. People diagnosed with clinical vampirism or Renfield syndrome also drinks blood. To doctors and other medical experts, such behavior is not only addictive but also is very deadly. The condition has been previously observed in psychological studies of extremely violent criminals. More recently, this addiction comes from an obsession with vampires or a small minority of people who actually find that human blood cures them of headaches, fatigue, and other discomforts, reliefs from which these real-life vampires claim to not be able to find via any traditional medical treatment. At number 1, eating feces. Coprophagia or eating poop is among one of the more disturbing forms of the pica syndrome. Even scientists doesn't know what causes pica, but some believe that it may be related to mineral deficiency. But none of these obsessions works to compensate for nutritional imbalances, so its exact cause remains a mystery. There are 3 forms of coprophagia. First is the heterospecific, which is the consumption of feces from different species. Second is allocoprophagy, which is the consumption of feces of another person. And third is autocoprophagy, which is the consumption of one's own feces. This ridiculously bizarre habit is observed in people with Prader-Willi syndrome and people with severe cases of schizophrenia. What is more surprising about this gag-inducing addiction is this is more of a common behavior than most on this list. So, do you agree on our list today? Do you know other weird habits that should have made it in our list? Let us know by leaving your comments below. Alright, that is it for today. If you like our video today, please hit like and share this with your friends. Do not also forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell to get updates of newly uploaded informative videos from our channel. What top 10s would you like to see next? Let us know by leaving your comments below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.